Ah, the 1950s, a time of poodle skirts, Elvis Presley, and some pretty hilarious habits that seem, well, a little strange today. Let's take a trip back and relive 20 funny things you were definitely guilty of in the 1950s. 1. Bullet bra. Bullet bras were all the rage in the 1950s, made famous by stars like Marilyn Monroe, Jane Mansfield, and Jane Russell. Women paired these pointy bras with tight sweaters to achieve the perfect look. 2. Cat-eye glasses. Remember the cat-eye glasses? These were the go-to accessory for many women, marking the first time eyewear was designed with a feminine flair. The style remains a popular retro look today. 3. Dog collars. One of the more bizarre trends involved teenage girls wearing dog collars on their ankles. Depending on where you lived, wearing it on a specific leg could signal if you were single or going steady. 4. Cowboy Spirit. The Cowboy Spirit was alive in the 1950s. Kids loved dressing up as cowboys, often mimicking characters from popular TV shows like The Lone Ranger and Gunsmoke. 5. Getting pinned. A romantic gesture among college students was getting pinned, where a boy would give a girl his school pin to symbolize that they were officially dating. 6. Panty Raids. In 1952, the University of Michigan saw the first panty raid, sparking a trend across colleges where male students would sneak into female dorms to steal undergarments as 7. Ant Farm. Ads in comic books often featured Uncle Milton's ant farm, which became a popular hobby among kids who were fascinated by watching ants build their tiny world. 8. Coonskin Cap. The Coonskin Cap was a must-have accessory for boys, thanks to Disney's Davy Crockett miniseries. Kids everywhere wanted to emulate their favorite frontier hero. 9. The Beat Generation. The Beat Generation, known for its love of poetry and disdain for materialism, emerged as a counterculture movement. Coffee shops and underground clubs were their preferred hangouts. 10. Gloves. In the 1950s, gloves were a fashion staple for women, worn with almost any formal outfit. The length of the glove often corresponded to the length of the sleeve. 11. Tupperware. Tupperware parties were a social phenomenon, where housewives would gather to buy the latest food storage solutions, turning Tupperware into a household name. 12. Listening to the radio for hours. Back before binge-watching TV shows, you'd spend hours glued to the radio, tuning in for the latest episode of your favorite serial. 13. Wearing poodle skirts and saddle shoes. Poodle skirts and saddle shoes were all the rage, and you couldn't walk down the street without seeing this iconic fashion combo. 14. Hula Hoops. Hula hoops were a huge craze in the 1950s. Kids and adults alike took to shaking the hoops, making it a popular pastime across the nation. 15. Sock hops. Sock hops were the go-to parties where teenagers danced in their socks, often held at schools or community centers. It was a fantastic way to show off their love for rock and roll music. 16. Jukeboxes. Jukeboxes were the centerpiece of diners and bars. Just drop a coin and you could choose your favorite song for everyone to enjoy. 17. Cherry Coke. Cherry Coke was a popular beverage in the 1950s. With its refreshing cherry flavor, it was the perfect drink to cool off on a hot summer day. 18. Rock and roll dances. Rock and roll dances featured fast and energetic moves, becoming a key part of parties and social events. It was all about showing off your passion for music. 19. Cadillacs and classic cars. Cadillacs and other classic cars were symbols of luxury and style in the 1950s. They weren't just a mode of transportation, they were a statement of success. 20. 3D movies. 3D movies created a buzz in the 1950s. With their standout visuals and special effects, they offered a new way to experience cinema. Every decade has its unique trends, and the 1950s were no exception. From fashion to toys, these funny habits were a big part of what made the era special. Let us know in the comments if we missed anything. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, check out more videos in our series. Don't forget to subscribe and share with someone you know. Thanks for watching.